what you guys do. I was inspired to run Mario 64, and I've not looked back. My donation for Save or Kill the Animals goes to the announcer's choice. Your voice is lovely. Oh, thank you. Good luck, guys. We have an anonymous $20 donation. May your timing be frame perfect. I think all the runners would appreciate that. We've got $200 from Giant Robot Bee. Congrats to another SGDQ. You're bringing out the best in this community and doing it for a great cause. We have $45 from Anonymous. The kid couldn't help himself from donating. My voice is not low enough to pull that off. We have $100 from Carborain. Save those animals. We have $5 from Iron Knight. I love watching the GDQ events every year. Thanks to all the organizers and runners for making these events so entertaining. Kill those animals. We have $50 from Karantor. Great charity and great game. Good luck, Wooligan. Put the donation towards the runner's choice. We have $20 from Forgetacular14. Super hyped to be seeing one of my favorite games back at GDQ. Good luck, Bula. $100 from Alex M. Here's to Bastion, one of my all-time favorite games and a great start to a great week. We have $133.70 from Kappa123. Never had the chance to donate before. Thanks for running this awesome event yet again. Thank you. We have $50 from Magnus165. Keep it on and much love. We've got $50 from Frunky. You are all doing great work. Smiley face. We've got $15 from A Kitty Cat. Summer games done quick. Save frames, kill the animals. Can we get some hype? That was actually a haiku by A Kitty Cat. We have $50 from Code Player. And we also have $10 from Anonymous. It's great that someone is playing through my favorite games of all time. We'll watch it all. It's not my first time donating, but this is what I can spare. Thank you guys for putting on this awesome event. Thank you. We also have $1,000 from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you, Anonymous. It's a good donation. Everyone is being so generous already, so I just want to take a moment to say thank you for everyone who's donating and watching. And again, this is Summer Games Done Quick 2016, and all the donations are going towards Doctors Without Borders. We do have some good bidding wars coming up, so if you want something to put your donation towards, make sure to take a look at those. You can find those on gamesdonequick.com and then click on the tracker, and you can get all sorts of information about the prizes, the upcoming runs, as well as those bidding wars coming up. All right, I'm just going to read a couple more donations. We have $10 from Alaskan Rashido. Hello from Alaska. Glad that my brother showed me this 2 years ago. Excited for Metroid Prime and the RPG runs. Me too, Alaskan.
My name is TonyOgbot. I'm running Mighty Switch Force, HyperDrive Edition, all hyper levels, New Game Plus. And what that means is I'll be using a special unlockable from completing the game called the Mighty Shot, which will not only allow me to blow through a lot of obstacles, but also introduce a little bit of knockback, which you'll see me abusing a lot throughout the run. At the same time, these hyper levels, they're basically the original levels on steroids. There's a lot of crazy obstacles and crazy layouts, so it can be pretty nasty, and it'll be a good time at the same time. So everything, let's see, we're gonna go there. What are you guys giggling about? Hello, is this thing on?
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
I think we're good.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi. Can you? Hello. Okay.
Hi.
So, oh, that's not gonna start. Let's pretend. All right.
Nice.
All right. So, you guys ready for a countdown?
That was a reason.
That was a reset.
sir.
Are you gonna get that going?
Are we ready for a countdown? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. All right. So.
Woo! From 17.
17? All right, so 17, 16, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
All right.
Woo! Let's go.
Sorry to speed on that countdown, though. So, yeah, this is Mighty Switch Force HyperDrive Edition. And what you're going to see me do a lot is very quick inputs here of turning around, shooting, jumping, and moving forward. And that allows me to move a lot faster and also make jumps that you normally wouldn't be able to do just with the regular jump abilities and such in this game. So the basic premise of this game is that there are 5 hooligan sisters in every level. That's those lovely blonde ladies we're picking up as we run along here. And we need to rescue them from these stages here and continue on through our little robot friend, Corporal Gendarmer here. So the first level is kind of introducing the whole switch mechanic. You see these blocks going in and out of the foreground there. And that's going to be something you're going to see a lot of throughout the run here because, well, one of the main premises of this is doing some puzzling and platforming here to make your way through all of these switch blocks and other obstacles that come up throughout the run as well. So we're just going to mop up the rest of these hooligan sisters here quick.
I've got a quick question.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been told from many a reliable source that this is the best girl. Can you confirm that?
Best girl being Patty right there that I'm running around with, because I totally agree with you.
Same here.
All right, so that's incident
No.
one. back there.
I was referring to the one with the shorts.
Sorry,
Oh.
it's Twin Tails, easily.
I can agree
I've
with
been
that.
told by many a reliable source that you're wrong.
Well, if that many a reliable source is okay with being wrong, then I mean they can say whatever they want. So incident 2 is mainly introducing these blocks you can blow up here, so you're going to just see me blow through those. Normally they have a durability of 3 for the regular shot, so as you're seeing, I'm definitely reaping the benefits of using this Mighty Shot here. Here, let's just shoot that guy there. So I just killed myself on accident. That's unfortunate, but hey, Death Warp, awesome.
There it is.
I think that accident bit was a lie.
Accident on purpose. I mean, it's a speedrun. We just kind of go with what we get, right?
Yep.
All right, so Hyper 3. This one introduces these launch blocks here and a bunch of deadly spikes. You can actually kind of shimmy your way through those top portions there so you don't hit those spikes. And in turn, you don't really have to mess with those blocks that you need to switch around to grab those other hooligan sisters. So a little sequence break there. And yeah, we're already done with Hyper 3 there.
Also, best song right here.
Too bad you couldn't hear it, right?
Yeah, it's
Man.
really quick. They couldn't hear in time.
Tell this madman to slow down,
Fantastic.
please.
Sir, you're going a bit too fast.
All right, I'll try to tone it down
My new
for you.
computer is overheating.
So Hyper 4 here, this one actually has a little setup with these bombs on the right side here, where I set up those cycles and actually blow up a block that is right next to this first hooligan sister here. So with proper switching in the beginning there, that allowed me to just continue on business as usual there. And now there was also a shot I placed earlier, which allows me to grab this hooligan sister right here. So now we're going to save the rest of them here. There's a couple bombs in our way. And this portion right here is a good example of stuff that would normally take a lot longer in a new game run. All of those blocks I just blew away, those are something that you would need a bomb to destroy. So since I'm running a New Game Plus, it does trivialize a lot of the puzzles that you are introduced to throughout the run.
But in turn, we get boosted speed from stuff like the Mighty Shot jumps, for instance, so it works out in the end.
Absolutely.
Explain a mighty shot jump.
A Mighty Shot jump. All right. So like I said a little bit earlier, there are 4 very tight inputs I need to make that a thing there. And what I need to do is look behind myself, jump and shoot, and then move in the opposite direction of that shot. And what that does allow me to do is move a lot faster throughout the level. As you see, since I'm jumping, the speed cap is a lot more static than it is something that you'll see as you're just running along the ground. So due to that, I'm able to kind of go as quickly as I can through this and enjoy some airtime while I'm at it.
Yep, and the Mighty Shot jump, how it works exactly is that there's a little knockback that happens whenever you shoot Mighty Shots. So it abuses that essentially by going forward instead of backwards when you shoot it.
Yes, thank you. That was a good call out. The knockback that I was talking about at the beginning of the run there, that is something that we do abuse quite greatly in the New Game Plus run.
You'll see that you abuse a lot more like soonish by skipping checkpoints in the next level, for instance, which you can't do if you just jump over normally.
Yeah, so Incident 6 coming up here does have a couple checkpoint skips, so we'll see if I can get those here. And this also introduces these blocks that will stick around if you're standing on them when you switch. So it adds another layer to the whole puzzling aspect of these levels here. Let's go for that one there. Good.
Nice. The goal of this level is to actually skip all these checkpoints. At the very end of it, if you do a death warp, it saves a good amount of time.
Yes, it's like 20 seconds, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, it's a large amount because there's a lot of switching you need to do after.
I know the normal levels it's about 5 seconds or so if you do it optimally. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's huge.
That was yummy, dude.
Yeah, absolutely yummy.
Those first 2 dogs you skipped earlier are hard to skip. But this last one here, you can just go all around them because the hitbox is huge. Compared to the other 2.
And luckily with that knockback, it does make skipping those checkpoints a lot easier. It is possible without it, but the precision required to make those kinds of jumps is actually quite ridiculous. Would not recommend unless you're actually running the new game route of the game.
Gotcha.
Alright, so coming up is the last Hooligan Sister. And like before, I'm going to have a little accident there. Oops.
Oh,
Man, I'm so bad at this game, but oh look, we're right here, so it's all good. So coming up is Incident 7, and or Hyper 7, excuse me, Hyper 7, and it actually uses a lot of these switch blocks for the main portion of moving through all that. And thank you for your forgiveness, it really helps me out.
No problem, man.
What I'm going to do here is kind of break some of the logic of some of these, because there's definitely a kind of a streamlined way that you're supposed to go through these, but I'm just going to kind of work around that a little bit, because why do what's intended when you can go fast, am I right?
Wait, gamer, what are you trying to say?
Games are good.
Sounds like
I can't disagree
you have
with
a
that.
disrespect for games.
At least I'm not a dirty glitch runner.
Oh,
Let's put that down.
He's allegedly not a glitch runner, but you know, I've heard a lot of things in my day.
All right, so Hyper 8's a really neat level in the sense that it's all vertical.
It certainly did.
So you definitely need to kind of think a little differently about how you want to solve this level. And there we go. I'm doing a shot right there to kind of prep for something later on here. And now I'm just going to kind of climb my way back down and grab that other Hooligan Sister in just a second here.
One wonders if these Hooligan Sisters are even actually in any trouble. They all seem very relaxed.
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
casual.
especially
Do
with
they
the big
need
ball and
saving?
chain too. I mean, you know, they look pretty content, but it's
Maybe
better
you're,
to just
you're
kind of
ruining their
gather them
day.
up. Hey, I am the law.
That's not this game. That's not this meme.
You got me. Yeah, so Hyper 9 has a little bit of downtime here where we're trying to get these bombs all blowing up that block there. Sadly, there's no way for me to access that. But now it's pretty much just blow through everything. Yeah, there's one hiding right there. And yeah, the rest of this level is pretty straightforward. So if you'd like to make some read some donation comments, excuse me, feel free to do so.
Sure, no problem. We've got $5 from Anonymous. I've never had any pet companions as a child, only my PC. Aw, so let's save those frames and kill those animals.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's some pent-up rage there, friend.
Hey man, the animals did nothing wrong. Come on. To be fair, this is a speedrunning event though, so if you're trying to save the animals, you are killing speedrunning. So please kill those animals.
Speedrunning's died too much lately. We need to stop. When does the violence end?
Alright, so Hyper 10. This one's got another pretty huge death warp, so we'll see if I can get that set up just fine.
This level in general, even without the Hyper Edition to it, is always really difficult, especially in runs.
Yes, this is a really big choke point for a lot of the main Mighty runners, which I guess I never really introduced the people behind me, so if you guys want to do a little roll call while I continue to jump and shoot the video game.
Well, Shasta, I've run the 3S version of this game before, which does not have any Hyper levels, but it's still really good.
I'm Jeff. I have spent an extensive 28 seconds learning the movement of this game. And what a grueling day it was.
And that's Snowfats, his mic's off.
The one and only.
Dang, Snowfats is muted already.
I think he's trying to restrain himself, really.
Oh, yeah, that's Snowfats, and he runs Hotline Miami.
When are you going to hotline on Miami?
When am I going to run it?
Hey, you, Snowfats, anyone?
Never? That game makes me so mad. Yeah, 2-player, 1 controller. We already have world record, we may as well improve it, right? But yeah, so with the vamping aside and the accident I just happened to have here, that's a quick little death warp to the end there.
That dog is not pretty. I don't like that dog.
Yeah, actually, canonically they're known as the ugly checkpoint dog, so that's a
well,
fun little fact for all of you there.
Ooh.
Well done, art department.
Alright, so Hyper 11 has some pretty crazy stuff going on too, so we'll see how that fares.
Can you all just take a moment for a second to appreciate the music in in all Hyper levels?
Yes, thank you for that reminder.
I appreciate the music in these levels.
No problem. They're all remixes of like songs from the actual regular levels, and they're all made by Verts, who makes amazing music, and I love it so much.
Yeah, so if you are able to actually hear the music at home or here, and just wanted to hear more from the artist, I'd recommend going to vert.bandcamp.com. That's actually where he has all of his music up there for pay your own price. And he's done stuff like Shovel Knight as well, so it's really solid music from a solid musician there.
And also a lot of the Shantae games too.
Absolutely.
What's Vert's Twitter? VertJK?
Yeah, VertJK.
Yep, VertJK.
At VertJK. This is Twitter.
Maybe send a tweet to @VertJK saying Games Done Quick says hi.
Yeah, please, it'd really help me out. Yes. Oh, we have the dev? Absolutely.
Oh,
Bring
let's
him on
go.
in.
Oh god, I'm not ready for this.
Sounds good.
Oh god.
So we got
Not worthy.
coming up soon.
All right, well, with Hyper 12, I actually have about 1 minute to give, so I guess
Creator himself.
this one is a lot like Incident 1, so I guess Yellow Killer Bee, if you'd like to do a couple more donations, feel free to do so.
Sure thing. We've got $20 from the Comfy Geek. May Odin bless your speedrunning. Great work to everyone at SGDQ. Great games and even greater gamers. Keep up the good work.
Bless
going,
your heart,
gamers.
Comfy Geek.
We have $10 from Martin Hermanson. To the gods of speedrunners, kill the animals.
That is what you're supposed to do.
Hello?
Hey, are you there? Is this Mr. Austin Ivensmith?
Yes, this is Austin Ivensmith from Way Forward.
Awesome. Yes, from Way Forward. He is the lead level designer and director of the Mighty series. How
Folks,
are you
can
doing?
we give it
there?
up? Can we give it up?
Woo! Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
You're awesome, sir.
It's funny watching with the delay, so it's kind of a bummer I can't see exactly what you're doing. I'm going to be like 8 seconds behind or whatever, but it's amazing to see the hyper levels. So yeah, I directed this game. I did a lot of level design for the original, but I did all the level designs for all the hyper levels, and no one ever speedruns them, so it always makes me sad. So it's really fun to see someone do this. So
Yeah, and it's just as punishing as you would expect it to be. Thank you very much for these levels.
And also, I just want to throw out that all the songs in this, we decided to do all the remixes, and which are, not all of them are by Jake, but a lot of them are, and they're by other friends of his who are in the credits, like Sriracha and a couple other people. So definitely check out their stuff. They're all on his page with the remixes. And Jake did all the Shantae games. He's done the Shantae games since 2000 when he was like 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's like a tradition, him and Shantae.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, he's one mainstay in the Way Forward team that I miss. He actually stepped out recently for freelance work, right?
Yes, he's actually running Mint Potion, which is I think he's forget who else is there with him. I think Dale North and Jeff Luke, another former Way Forward guy. So wow, you're skipping all those bats, right? By just flashing through them. That is awesome. That's a great strategy. What's fun for me, I'm sure, like, probably I don't know if it's said often when on these runs, is it's really fun as a dev watching the ways you break our games, the things we didn't know could happen when we were making it. And for a lot of us, it's fun because it's like, oh my god, that's so cool. You don't want to like go back and change it. It's like amazing to watch someone like break your stuff. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I've definitely had a lot of fun really doing a lot of work with this game as well as the other Mighty series games. I mean, I've kind of been on the ground floor, like, well, not ground floor, but very shortly after when a single segment of Mighty Switch Force became a thing. Like, it's honestly one of my babies, and like just having the opportunity to play this game for everyone and at the same time, show some crazy stuff to the dev himself. Like, it's a real treat. So thank you everyone for the opportunity to really have a good time here with you today.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just like any game you run, there's someone at an office watching this. Because I'll tell you, when these things happen and you walk around the office to go to the bathroom or something, and you just walk by people's desks, you're seeing, SGDQ, AGDQ on their screens all over. So it's really fun.
Yeah, so I guess you've probably, so Hyper 14, just to kind of touch base on all the stuff I'm doing right now, I'm really breaking a lot of the logic of this level, I feel. Doing a lot of jumps that are really tight. You saw that with the first Hooligan Sister there, and in turn just kind of really abusing some of the switch mechanics too. So, I mean, I'm definitely blazing through here and should be done in just a bit here.
This section's so difficult because you have to be on the very seam of them in order to actually switch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of jerk could do that?
That's how 14 was supposed to be at first. We actually changed it because it was too difficult.
Oh, thank
that
you
was
for
a
that.
good call.
Also, good call there.
So we brought it back to the hyper level.
Do have a quick thing
nice.
really quick.
Sure.
So our little shout out to Vert, just to everyone in here. Vert has given us a response. He says, to tell everyone, he says, Waza. Waza. And that maybe he'll join our ranks soon if he gets his Contra 1 run back in shape this year. Well, you better get on it.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
baby, I can't wait.
Let's go.
So Hyper 15 is a culmination of everything, very much like Hyper 14 there. And this one does focus a little more on the launch blocks. So you're going to see me abusing a lot of stuff throughout here because like that first little segment I did there, you're normally not supposed to be able to go through those red and blue blocks when they're stuck together like that in sync with a purple block. But if you switch in a very tight position there, you can actually kind of weasel your way through all that. So, I mean, I may not be a glitch runner, but I'm definitely a dirty cheater. Let's be honest.
You are a dirty cheater.
So now that we've gotten that taken care of, we're going to hit Incident 16, and or Hyper 16, goodness. Okay, so since I love Doctors Without Borders so much, and I really appreciate the opportunity to really come out to these events, I'm actually going to make a $200 donation during Hyper 16 here. But my couch is going to help me come up with some donation comments for $20 increments of it. So I'm going to start it off here saying, speedrunners, you are really putting forth quite the effort, and putting an excellent fight here. And I really appreciate what you're doing. Let's kick cancer's butt.
You know, when I was a boy, there was so much. Got nothing, dude. I didn't sleep that much last night.
Oh man. Okay. We'll exit there. So that's 40. Someone else go.
When I was a boy, I sure enjoyed video games as well, and seeing it being broken like this is really cool, especially in person. So thank you, everyone.
I've never seen this game get played like this before. It's just so... God, I need to stop trying.
Okay, so I've got another one.
On the spot
Greetings from Germany.
Greetings from Germany.
Dude, long-time watcher, first-time streamer.
First-time Germany.
First-time streamer? Oh, I don't know if I'm that new here. No one else gonna run?
I've always dreamed of being on a couch one day, and... You know, dreams really do come true.
Same here.
We have a friend who unfortunately couldn't make it here. His name is Squid, and he had this to say.
That's beautiful. So, I was told that, so, I feel like there's a bit of a story that needs to be said for that.
Thanks,
and,
Squid.
Since I, had a couple retries throughout this run here. I was actually supposed to expect those around that time, but I think Snowfetch just kind of tallied it up and kind of did it there. So thank you for the reminder that I'm just a
filthy grind monkey.
Filthy grind monkey when it comes to this game. But I mean, reset-itis is something you really see in a lot of the mighty runners. It just happens.
Can confirm. I've done a lot of IOs for a 3S version of this game, and all it's fun. There's a lot of resets involved in that.
Yeah,
But I
especially
enjoy it all
with
the
how tight the platforming is. You really, to get the best time you can out of it, you just need to, reset
that.
a lot. And yeah, do that. So.
Oh, Tony.
Tony, please.
So of course I get all the really hard tricks down pretty well, but it's the auto scroller. It's always the auto scroller.
Yep.
Is that donation still going?
Yeah, go ahead.
One from your friend Ion, who couldn't make it here for this
Oh,
race.
Ion's coming?
Yeah,
He's got something to say?
He had something to say also.
Oh boy.
Oh, I mean, I haven't heard that voice. Asians.
Hey man.
Ion.
Ion, please calm down.
So now that that's being done, I do have to ask Ion, when's Ape Escape? Please make it happen, dude.
Hey, you did it. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Well done.
I was actually trying to make more
God,
time for
well
donation comments. So I mean, yeah, joke's on you guys.
Can we
Thank you.
have Ion's and Squid's remarks be included in the comment?
I'll see what I can do when I actually get that through after my run.
You guys could let real donations be read.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
I'd say now we're looking at real donations being read, so by all means, feel free to
Yeah.
take the floor with that.
Not saying that those donations weren't like the realest donations.
Because they were.
They
Yeah, they
totally were.
Yeah, here in person, totally real.
We have $50 from Anyway Poet.
Thanks.
Always glad to watch good games done quick marathon. Looking forward to so much this week. Here's $50 towards naming the skating team in Tony Hawk's Underground Whitwick's Raid.
Ew.
Oh god.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say that on camera. Ew.
Wix 1,
Thank
Wix
you.
2,
This is
Wix 3,
pie
Wix 4?
territory, excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't talk like that to the Pie family.
All right, now we get to the boss now.
Alright, so this boss fight, normally you'd want to use these blocks to shoot him, but luckily the hurt box for his eye is like just lined up just right with your shot at your apex of your jump, so I just kind of cheese the boss instead of, actually putting myself in harm's way, so...
Oh, wow, that's pretty
respect-
cool.
just
My
a second
respect
here.
for you is just tanking today.
I actually know you can do that in this version. That's really cool. You can't do it in the 3S version at all. You have to just barely jump up like in the last seconds and hope that your shot just like goes down into his eye when he goes down. That's really cool. You can just do that in this version. instead.
Hey, Tony, is this something you can only do in the hyper levels?
I believe this is something you can do in Incident 16 as well.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so we're on the last shot of this boss right here, but we have more of the bonus levels, and they're a doozy.
All clear.
So how much more video games do we have there, friendo?
How much video games? Oh gosh, I have a whole backpack for you if you want to play some later.
Yo, is this Tony Games done quick?
Yeah, it'll be after Caveman Games done quick.
That's like a month.
All
Have you
right.
seen that folder he has?
Oh gosh.
He has a lot.
All
Now
right,
the
so
bonus
I did
levels.
skip B1, so we're gonna back out quick and go right to it.
Oh, bravo.
Nice
Now-
sequence breaking, I
You
know.
guys,
Thank
now,
you.
okay, you
Sequence
guys in the
break.
audience and viewers at home, you might not know this, but that's all really just setting up memory values for later.
Yes, I mean this is a really honest speed game. There's really no randomness to it, but that was true RNG manipulation on my part.
RNG manipulation, he's setting up a corruption for the save file that he's on.
Yeah, so bonus one is just all flavors of ridiculous. You've got really close switch blocks. You've got a lot of enemies flying your way. Like
Chocolate, strawberry,
it's really a mess in a nutshell there. So I'm gonna just work my way through it. And yeah, if you have more donation comments, feel free to go forth with those.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This level does have a lot of just different stuff like bombs, for instance, that get in your way, especially
yeah.
like there in the last section, at the very end, you'll see. It's very difficult to say at least, and I'm just gonna say it
Heck
here,
yeah,
one
it
of the
is.
fair levels, just because of how difficult it is.
You're welcome.
Thank you, I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Yeah, so this segment right here especially, yeah, really
Oh.
tight
Oh,
switches there.
dude.
So I mean,
But if
you know,
you're
I
really
just
good,
like
you
to
can make it.
Amputate her
without
feet
dying.
like
yeah.
that, man. He's gonna cut her legs off like that, man.
Yeah, if you're really good, let's see.
Oh,
Twice, man.
you got this. Come on, concentrate.
How do you speedrun without legs, Tony? How's she gonna speedrun without legs?
Like that, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well done.
He actually would have game over there if he did that one more time.
But you know what? He didn't.
He didn't. That's
And that's
right.
why he's our boy.
That's why he's the guy up there doing the things.
And we're the guys back here just,
Supporting your
that
boy.
wouldn't be
Exactly.
appropriate to say.
We do have a $10 donation from Anonymous that says, runners are too strong. Please nerf GDQ. I think that's appropriate.
That's pretty fair. All
So
right.
those are the
Oh, there
balls
we
from
go.
Earlier.
Yeah, those bombs, you either need to damage boost through them or just kind of,
Take your time.
take your time. So for the sake of going fast, I just ate a couple hits there, which I was luckily able to do so.
And here at GDQ, we
Guys are
like
so
going
good.
fast.
All right, so B2's got a cool little thing where I can kind of wedge myself in a weird spot and shoot all of those blocks instead of, take my time going through them. So it saved a little bit of time there. So I am taking a lot of purposeful damage here, mainly just to get through everything. The route for these levels can be pretty dangerous due to the fact that I'm taking a lot of damage. But once you're done, taking the majority of it and you're in a safe area, it's not all that crazy. All right, so we have all the Hooligan Sisters, and we kind of go around the world here.
Yeah, do a little switching.
That gives you a nice little
Yeah,
overview of
go,
the entirety
go,
of the
go.
stage.
There we go. Hey!
Not
Oh my
bad.
God. Absolutely
That was a really good
flawless.
Good
We
stuff.
did it. We did it.
It's actually hard because if you're hitting those, you just die and go back to the beginning again.
Yep, it's a pain. So you
So
got to
that's a
really
huge pain.
time those switches out. So B3 is, oh baby, what about B3 can I say besides?
What can't you say, really?
Well, it's probably a lot easier with the
fun.
Mighty Shot because some of those big jumps you still have to do without the Mighty Shot, and they're more pixel perfect. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a blast with the Mighty Shot, but at the same time, it's just as rigorous as you'd expect it to be, even without
yeah, I love
it,
this
too.
level because it was designed by one of our designers, Chris Schroeder. He designed the original one, and he said, "I want to make a level with only red blocks, blue blocks, and spikes, and that's it." And it was like, and I said,
Classic
"No,
Chris.
can't be done."
Chris.
And, no, but he
Thank
did
you,
it.
Chris.
It's really cool.
Oh,
Man, Chris, you're doing this to
Classic
me.
Chris.
Oh.
You guys know Chris. That's good.
That's why, dude. That's why Chris doesn't come to our pizza parties anymore, low key. Sorry, Chris. You know what you did.
Ah, Chris.
Chris?
All right, so I'm doing some pretty tight platforming there because switching a bunch does take up some time. It's like half a second for each switch, so I try to minimize that as much as I can throughout this level here. But of course, in the grand scheme of things, if it does end up needing to be done, I of course go for it there.
Well-
So now that we are here, let's see if I can make this jump. This one's pretty sweet. There we go. Hey,
Nice.
What's
I
this
just
level
skipped
called?
a whole.
Is this B3 you said?
That's
Yeah, this is
B3.
B3.
Is Chris on Twitter? Let's all tweet at Chris, whatever it is, and say, "Hey, thanks for B3."
It really
well,
helps me out.
well,
Thank you, Chris.
I was, yeah, what's it?
Oh,
just
so
Schroeder.
it does go to B4 sometimes. It's kind of random when it does that, so I'm just going to scroll back again. So more sequence breaking. Awesome. So B4 is a big kill all the turtle guys and get to the end. With the new game version of it, you can't actually kill these turtles with your shots, so you do need to actually try to get them with the spikes. So since I am doing New Game Plus, it does streamline this level greatly because there's a lot of manipulation that needs to be done to take out each of these turtles here. So we're already 3 down, we've got 2 more to go. There's like 1 for each Hooligan Sister, so...
yeah, they lock the gates around them, and they're all in the very center of the entire level.
Yep,
And for anybody playing the normal version of the level, the reason for their change up here is there's a radar on your bottom screen, and normally it'll point where a girl is, but they're all located in the center of the screen, so it becomes sort of a maze where you have to look elsewhere for the turtles, and there's no map indicators for that.
Yeah, that's one of the really cool things about
A lot
the
of people
3DS
didn't like
version,
it.
too, is that, yeah, you can actually... let's fall back down and give that a try again. There we go. But yeah, the 3DS version does have a little radar for all the Hooligan Sisters, which really helps for seeking them out there.
It's very casually, too. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely. So yeah, I mean, if this game looks fun to you, I would say definitely check it out because I mean it's
It's on sale right now for like $5 on Steam if you get it in the Steam sale.
Isn't it also like $6 usually on like 3DS VC?
That is the 3DS one, which doesn't have the hyper levels.
Oh, yeah.
And
My
then
bad.
$10 the normal price for the hyper versions with the HD art.
all right. So we are in the last auto scroller of the game and the last level. So as much as I'd love to talk your ear off about all the things I love about this game, even though I've definitely done a good job doing so already, I think I'm going to pass it off to our donation reader because there's quite a bit of downtime until the end here.
All right.
What do we got?
I do have some donations here. First
to
one
us.
is $50 from Sir McBubbleWrap.
The one and only. Wow.
The
dude.
one and only. Third year
What an
watching
honor.
the GDQ's charity streams. Second year being able to donate. Just recently got a promotion at work. Well, congratulations.
Congrats,
so please
man.
take the little extra money I
Bravo.
have.
Hey, thank you
Good
very
job, Sir
much.
McBubbleWrap.
Pretty awesome.
Congrats on getting one step closer to dreams coming true. I'm really proud of you.
We have $50 from Code Player. We also have $100 from Ude Ammonia.
That's a name.
It is a name and a half. When it comes to speedrunning and saving lives, time is always critical. MSF is a great cause, but it's not a speedrun if you aren't saving frames. Kill the animals. And donate to MSF so we can save more real lives.
All right, I
thought-
like your train of thought
Was
there.
the first MSF Mighty Switch Force and the second MSF Medicine
MSF
Sans
too.
Frontières?
I'd say
I'm
that's
pretty sure
probably it.
Mighty Switch Force came first before the charitable donation.
No. I mean, like in reference to his donation comment, he said MSF twice.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
And I'm thinking they're in different
I
contexts.
don't think he was talking about the game at all.
Speaking
Gotcha.
of that, this game looks very similar to another one that's about putting out fires. Is there any relation to that? Like, is this one just a rip-off of that, or what?
Yeah,
I'm-
this is the sequel to Mighty Switch Force 2.
Your guys' sarcasm is so subtle. I can't really tell. Yeah, this is the first one.
Yeah, this is a HD
second.
remake of the first one with all the hyper levels too, and it's definitely
Oh,
near and dear to
awesome.
my heart.
I
The
thought
second
this-
one's great too.
I
but
thought this was the
one's-
first one, and the other one was a SD pre-make.
Oh, hey, yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah. That's right.
that's that too.
This game is awesome. Definitely check it out if you haven't played it before.
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
I
and we
love
are
it
nearing
personally.
time here too, so I'll just be ready on that there.
Yep, almost staying at this level. Got a few more platforming to do. And here it is.
Time.
Yay! Wow.
Oh,
Good
well
time.
done.
Good stuff.
Well done to the developer, sir. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thanks
making
for
this
having
fantastic
me.
product.
What was that?
Thanks for having me here. Hey, shout outs to DS Dad.
29.59, not bad. Okay, cool. Well, hey, I'm gonna run quick. Nice seeing you
Haven't you
guys.
been doing that the whole time?
Hey.
And yeah, thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity. Hope you
you.
enjoy the rest of SGDQ,
I want
everyone.
to get a picture
Thank
of
you,
the
Austin,
whole
as well. Thank you
stream
very much for being here.
on my camera.
Thanks for having me. Great job, everyone.
All right, let's give it up one more time for TonyOgbot. That was an amazing run. And also, thank you so much to the dev, Austin Ivan Smith, for coming in on that call. That was really cool that he was able to come in and give his unique input. So thank you again, Austin.
Thanks for having me.
So coming up, we've got more excitement with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, any percent, and it looks like it's a race between Cruncha, Not So Newbie, NKB, Michael Goldfish, Moo Akai, and Spike Vegeta. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that one. All right, we're going to play a couple ads now, so stay tuned for those. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Summer Games Done Quick 2016. All proceeds go to Doctors Without Borders. Coming up next, like we said, is a Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze Race. It's going to be very exciting, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. Coming up, we do have some bidding war donation incentives. We have Metroid Prime Any Percent Suit Choice. We have the hand cam for Catherine Babel. That looks interesting. And also some Tony Hawk's Underground Pro Team name choices. So if you care about making the choice for any of those, make sure to get your donation in right away. All right, I'm going to throw it over to the interview desk right now. We're going to have an interview with the runner that just got done, TonyOgbot.
Hey, my name is Tonic, and we're in here day one of Summer Games Done Quick 2016, and I'm joined by Tony. How you doing, buddy?
Great, Tonic. How you doing?
Very good, very good. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what you are up to at SGDQ 2016. How's it feel to be here?
It feels great. I've honestly, since its first day, I was definitely grinding a lot, making sure that I'd be ready for my run. But it's been great just, touching base with a lot of friends that I've met over the years, and in turn, just in general, getting to know more people, too. It's a really welcoming event for a lot of the newer faces and the older ones, and it's definitely nice to just, rub shoulders with some really neat people.
Totally, yeah. So what you've been up to speedrun-wise, I know that you've had some other titles that you've worked on, like Shantae and DuckTales, I believe.
I'm, all over the place.
Yeah, so what is it about Mighty Switch Force that we just saw out of you that drew you to that game?
It's honestly that chase for perfection, since there's no randomness to it really, it is all on me, whether it's, a great time or not a great time. So constantly chasing for that optimized time. I mean, that's one game where you can really see your efforts come through in that sense there. So, I mean, that's really, in the end, what brings me back to it over and over again.
Cool. So what did you do to prepare for the run? Was there any specific methods that you went through, or?
A lot of IL practice, honestly. That's the core of the Mighty Switch Force community, is a lot of people run the individual levels. And in turn, that's where you really solidify a lot of the IL strategies that you would come up with, and in turn, just make sure everything, flows together there. So
great.
Mainly that, and of course, troubleshooting obvious pain areas, of course, as well.
I see. Cool. So how did you think the run went? Were you happy with it?
I was pretty happy with it, yeah. There was a lot of lost time in the auto-scrollers, mainly just due to mistakes and, of course, kind of, getting silly a little bit with some friends. So,
yeah,
that happens. But, in the end, outside of that, I hit a lot of the really hard stuff first try, and I'm really pleased with that. So.
Yeah, that's great. How did it feel to have the help with the commentary?
It was great, honestly, because especially with this game, the only real person that knows as much as I do about this category would be Ion Gravere, and since he wasn't able to make it out, I kind of just had to, just have some friends on and just have a good time with them, and in turn, I think that really showed through pretty well.
Yeah, cool. So are you sticking around the event for the next few days? Do you have anything that you're excited for while you're here?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely sticking around for a bit here. Going to support all of the local runners, of course. Minnesota's got a lot of runners that are really good at what they do, and I know, gosh, it's like 2 a.m. Tomorrow at this point. We have a Sex Rex with Crystal's Ponytail, so that's the first Minnesota boy on my list, and there's a lot more to come after that as well.
Cool, great. So I'm going to introduce Sent, who's going to have some of our prize updates. So let's pan it over to Sent.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Tonic.
Hey, Sent.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to take a quick moment and talk about our grand prize of this event here. We have an Xbox One Elite Bundle with a copy of Rare Replay. Xbox One bundle comes with 2 controllers and a couple extra parts for them. Different configurable joysticks and D-pads. I actually don't own an Xbox One myself, but I keep a controller around because they're just really great for PC games.
Yeah, they are.
Great having them. Anyway, this Xbox is running through the entire marathon until the very last game. It's $50, but that's actually cumulative. It's the only prize like that in the marathon. All of your donations add up towards this. And yeah, speaking of prizes, if you're curious about any of the other neat items you might see throughout the event, or just some of the donation incentives or the runs we're going to be having, you can definitely head on over to gamesdonequick.com, and you'll find all of that information on our tracker.
Cool. It's great information. Okay, I think that wraps it up. Thank you for joining me,
Yeah,
Tony.
thank you, Tony, wonderful
Thank you very
run.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Definitely. And we'll kick it back over to the tech station.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thanks again to TonyOgbot for that wonderful
There we
interview.
go. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so again, we have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, any percent coming up. We got a relay race going on, so that should be very exciting. We got some controller switching hijinks upcoming. So yeah, we do have some donations that I'm going to try to squeeze in while they're getting some things set up. We have $100 from Anonymous that says, "Good luck to the players and a great way to help Doctors Without Borders." We have $10 from Anonymous. "Here's $1 for every hour it took me to 100% Mighty Switch Force. Such a great game." Thank you so much, Anonymous. We got $50 from Hornet. "Thanks for starting the marathon on my birthday. It's a pretty great gift. Good luck on all the runs." We have $10.01 from Divlac. "Go on, runners, make this week unforgettable again. Save the animals and enjoy these fantastic runners."